Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to create a hub.docker.com account. So you need just one email address, and you'll be able to sign it out. So I have already signed it out. So you can make that in your Docker ID and your email address, and followed by the whatever you have, you want to make your password, and just click on that in I'm not robot and sign up. You will be get that link, just verify it, and I have already done it, so let me go and sign in. So once the account will be created, we'll see that in benefit of that, and this is that in a I have already created, and this is like in a public and private repository. So Docker is providing, and I mean like in I have already logged in now, and so we have two options. We can create the repository and we can create the organizations. And around I cannot say that in number as of. So these are that in official emails. They are from that in a Dockers. Topmost you can see that in HTTPD. And what is this image and all, we'll talk in more details, and we'll create our one and we'll publish it. So you can choose that in these are the base image, and on top of that in we'll start working on that, and you'll see that in many more. However, there is two options. You will also get, or you can download like in other also. Here we are getting that in good options like in welcome to the Docker Hub, download and take a tutorial. So you can get started and for Docker for desktop. So these options will also do that in a bit later, in dedicated lecture. So here we can do that in at the moment, like in create a repository. So you can create that in a like in one private repository, which is this ones. So only you can view private repository, and if you create the public one, the public repository appears in Docker Hub search result, and you can also link that in with Bitbucket, and you can also link with Git as well, or GitHub. So it's at the moment by default is disable. So we can put that in name, whatever repository name we want, and let's say like an d using Docker and Swarm, and I want to create that in a public, and so now here we are getting that some tips. You know, Docker tag local image. It's saying that in Docker, that is a command. We'll see on tag local image, tag name, and new repo, and the tag name. Docker push new repo and tag name. So in that case, we'll be able to see that in this repository. This command I'll copy it and we'll use that in later. So let me type and copy over here, and this will see you'll use that in bit later. So now I just want to create that in repository. I choose that in Docker hyphen swarm and Docker swarm, and I'll choose that in a public, and build setting and all, I'll not do that in anything. We'll see that in from local, or like in the next video. So what next? You have to just click on the create. So once we'll do that in create, look like what is that? We can see that in from repository. Yeah, so repository created, which is a Docker and hyphen swarm, and it's there in the public, and repository is there. Now it's all done in that in a quick in this video. So here we have options to create that in a repository and place it in like in you can access that in globally. If you want to create a private one repository, you can create and post that in your emails if you want. but here we'll whatever we'll post it, it will be goes to publicly. So this is just for learning purpose, and it's good to use that in Docker Hub, but in productions it's better to create your own Docker Hub, or use that in a cloud one, or use that in the private repository. And we'll talk on that in scenario ways once we'll do that in a, demo for like in actual kind of environment, like in development, test, QA, and like in a patent productions. So that's all about. If you have it Docker Hub account, it's all good. There's, you can skip this video, or if not, just create it. It will we'll see that in some like in, demo on this. So that's all about in this video, and thanks for watching.